Sweet Caroline, ba ba ba, good times never felt so good. And never so good as this, because it's 4 wins on the spin, our best run of the season. And it's full time at Ewood Park, Blackburn Rovers 2, Watford 3. Come on the lads, under Munoz, we're on a great run of form. You love to see it. For some reason, our halftime review didn't come out and it took ages to upload. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play you the halftime one and then I'll talk about the second half. So listen up, lads and ladies. Here it is. Well, it sets things up for an intriguing second half because at halftime it's Blackburn Rovers 1, Watford 2. We're winning, but it's starting to get interesting and it's got to be honest, Messina is not having a great game. He's having a bit of a mare. He was at fault for the goal that Blackburn scored. And, you know, the debutant playing his first start, Gosling, he hasn't really touched the ball. And you'd say that Blackburn are probably the stronger, more physical team. And they are trailing. But they're starting to get hungry for it. They're starting to get back in the contest. And for a Watford point of view, if we have more chances in that second half, we have to be clinical in front of goal. And at the end of the day, at the back, we just have to get rid of the ball and clear it into row Z if required, because we can't dwell on the ball, as that did cost us for that goal for Harvey Elliott. But let's go back to the previous events of that first half, which has generally been a positive and interestingly, exciting game for Watford at the minute. It's a game that I came into a little bit nervous. I know that's sad to think that, we've won 3 on the bounce and I'm still going in with nerves, but that's just the nature of football. But I was still thinking it's a tough game to go to Blackburn, and they, on their day, can be very, very hard to beat. They've got some great players like Adam Armstrong, Harvey Elliott, Bradley Dack, but we got there and we actually turned up. We looked like we had a bit of swagger. So to start off with in that first half, it was a sort of contest that was pretty niggly, pretty feisty. Not a lot of action, but to start off with in the first half, a lot of unnecessary fouls. And generally, I think from the back, William Troost-Ekong, once again, just struggling with distribution. And there was a lot of misplaced passes. And that was mainly in the final third of the pitch. When we were trying to make chances, we were just doing ambitious long balls that weren't working and it was going out for a goal kick. It was a rainy and damp pitch, not exactly ideal conditions for that messy turf, and it's so wet out there, so not the best conditions to be playing in, but we've braved it and we've actually played some nice football. At times, our pressing, once again, we seem to have got that lesson now. We're pressing well, really, really good to see. And it just looked like what would be quite a tight game in the first, 13 or so minutes. But it started to open up. So there was first minute chance where basically it was really nice from the get-go, from the kickoff, Watford looking alert and trying to pounce. A ball into the box from Ismaila Sarr, but it's cleared away for a corner kick to the Hornets. And then on the second minute, Blackburn, the goalkeeper for Blackburn, after that corner comes in, he kind of just slides the ball away from danger, and Watford have to rebuild again. On 4 minutes, a shot from Rothwell is basically straight at Daniel Bachmann, so fairly comfortable, but he still had to be alert and aware of his surroundings. 13 minutes, Ismaila Sarr, a cross was deflected. Quite a decent effort from the Senegalese, trying to find his man, but it did deflect off the defender who was blocking it. And unfortunately, the goalkeeper got there in ahead of the forward and punched it away from danger. On 14 minutes, a cracking block from Will Hughes, because that is why we love this guy. That is why he's my favourite player, because he gives all for the shirt. And just absolutely brilliant goal-saving block in front of Armstrong's very powerful shot after the pullback. and it was a decent chance for the home side. So important that Hughes there was the right place at the right time. If the defender had been there, maybe he'd have done the same, but ultimately Hughes sorted out the problem before it got to that. On 17 minutes, Bradley Dack, we know his threats, and he put in a wonderful cross for Douglas at the back stick with the header, but luckily it just went out of play, so they couldn't have the chance and recycle the chance in time. On 19 minutes, we get a free kick, and I'm always thinking, when will the wait end for us to score from a free kick? But Cleverley took this one again, and he's actually been pretty prolific this season, but we've still not scored from free kicks. He has the free kick, it's a powerful one, but he sends it fairly comfortably over the bar. And then you start seeing that we're actually getting more chances and we're crossing more into the box. On 22 minutes, a really high cross from Ken Sema. Once again, we know he's so good at taking on fullbacks, taking on opposition defenders, and getting to that byline and getting the ball in. And it's just hung up at the far post. And Gosling was the one that was coming in, steaming in to try and get his first Watford goal. And unfortunately, he couldn't get a chance because the goalkeeper once again collected it before he did. Then 24 minutes in, Will Hughes, excellent pass from the midfielder there. Absolutely great awareness and lovely, lovely pass. Inside the defence, just threads it through for Ismail Assar, who has a shot. First time to try and catch the goalkeeper off guard, but he kind of scuffed it a little bit and there wasn't much power in the shot. So unfortunately, it was fairly doable to save it, and it was still a save that had to be made because it was heading on target, but the keeper pushed it away from danger, and then they cleared the ball away from the scramble. And then on 25 minutes, the breakthrough came for Watford, finally. And what a goal it was, out of absolutely nothing. It's just an absolute hopeful lob and a punt from Tom Cleverley. He lobs it up the pitch, and then the lob is done by João Pedro, the Brazilian baller, in my fantasy team, Gaffer.io, and he's getting me the points because it's a brilliant finish. He just instinctively gets there, and I don't think anyone expects it, but he just seems to want it more than the goalkeeper, who kind of hesitates and lobs it over the goalkeeper. Absolutely exceptional goal. The Brazilian is at the top of his game, and he's only 19, which is scary to think how he can be when he's even older for this Watford team. But 27 minutes, Bradley Dack, very, very close to putting Blackburn on level terms. It was a moment where we were starting to get worried because Bachmann probably would have been beaten, but it just missed the post. After a bit of persistent dribbling from him, he had the shot and it went wide. On 31 minutes, some lovely pressing from Watford, and Tom Cleverley epitomises the, hard working nature and the team spirit that Munoz has drilled into this team. And lovely little tackle in the middle of the park, and so fast on the break from Watford. It's played out to Sarr, and the goalkeeper, unfortunately, is there to save it with his feet, the shot straight at him, but still powerful, and it goes out for a corner. From the resulting corner on 33 minutes, a shot falls for Gosling, instinctive, just has a swing at it on the volley, and unfortunately, it is over the bar. And 36 minutes in, there was some really nice, inventive acrobatics from my man, João Pedro. What an absolute cracking player. But actually, we thought, oh dear, he might be a bit too ambitious here. I hope he hasn't injured himself in the process after the pass in from Will Hughes. Pedro kind of just tried to do something creative and trying to do a scissor kick on the spin or on the turn in the air, but it went wide, unfortunately, past the post, and Pedro was all right to recover after that. Just a little bit of a knock when he landed, but he was fine after that. And then 39 minutes in, really nice improvisation from Ismail Assar to get us our second. Massive buffer. That cushion was so crucial because, Blackburn threatened the break, but ultimately we dominated the chances. And it's really, really nice, quick thinking from Sarr to finish it from close range and tap it in past the goalie after a really good piece of work from João Pedro to have the control and bring on the shot to be saved. but Sarr is there to finish his dinner. And those two are a great combo, as two of the front three that we're deploying in the last few games. But then Blackburn get back in it. 2 minutes before half-time, 43 minutes, and Messina, you make him a bit of a mistake here, mate, because the ball is sent into the box, and it's 2-0, seconds to go. You just got to put your foot through it. You just got to send it into row Z.
Messina.
And the ball was just bobbling about in the box. We really should have cleared our lines and put our foot through it, but we didn't. And unfortunately, it fell to Elliott, and it was an absolute wonderful finish, piercing through that Watford defence and sending it straight like an arrow into that net. So it was a tough one for Bachmann to deal with, tough one for us to deal with when you want to hold on at least to what good defensive work you were doing up to that point, and a bit of a kick in the teeth that they had to get back into it just before half-time. We thought, come on, we got to get more chances, and we did do that. With 1 minute to go of the first half, João Pedro, he leapt high like a salmon and planted a header, but it was unfortunately just wide of the post. So that was the first half review done. Chances plenty there. We just got to make sure these chances are, put away, because as we saw with Blackburn, they have threats. They will try and get back in this game, and it's not going to be easy. We just need to win this one and worry about ourselves, not other results. We have just got the moments in this game, but we just got to see it out now. And, we're just pressing well. We're scoring good goals, and we were cruising until that goal from Elliott. So it's a big second half coming up now. Down the right-hand side, it's dangerous. From our point of view, we're quite limited on the left, but the next goal is so big in this one. Let's get at them early in the second half, finish them off, and just kill this one off. But thanks for watching. I shall see you at the full-time review. Bye-bye. Come on, you horns!
And this is the full-time review, and that was my half-time one, and that basically sums it up quite nicely. So, yeah, what do we do? By the end of it, we did see it out. Get in there. Oh, sorry, we've frozen there. Oh, that's so unfortunate. We've frozen. Oh, there you go. We're back. We did see it out, eventually. It was nervy, the classic Watford way. It was all hands to the pump defensively, but we did enough, and it was another win. 4 wins on the spin is massive. So massive. And Blackburn, as I said before, it's a tough place to go. So, yeah, we can count ourselves very pleased with our progress and with our win. We got it over the line, and we won the battle of Blackburn. It really was a battle. Very hard in that second half, because, like I said, Blackburn was so eager to get back into it. And we got the cushion with that second from Ismaila Sarr, but then they scored. Second half, we get the cushion again through Ken Sema, and then they go and score again. So let's move through those second half occurrences and just, finish off this full-time review. So basically, in terms of chances, well, we had the opportunity for Ken, where on 50 minutes, he just tried to bring it down with the ball, and unfortunately, the shot was blocked by the goalkeeper, out for a corner. On 59 minutes, a shot from Downing, showing Blackburn's intent in that second half, trying to get back into it. But the shot was straight at Bachmann, so, fairly comfortable. On 61 minutes, though, we did get our third, and what a brilliant goal it was. Lovely team move, and really, good awareness between the two players. Gosling's involved in it as well. Really nice to see link up like that. It's so encouraging. And Gosling is, a very good player to have, and he should be played more because he's making insightful passes and not often making errors. The link up, though, Sarr to Sema and to Gosling and to João Pedro, it's all really nice. And there's some build-up. It comes to Ken Sema, and just stretching there, on the slide, he slid it past the goalkeeper, and it's a brilliant goal, just in that corner, past the post. Lovely stuff. Ken Sema does it again, and even if he did sit on my bench in fantasy, I don't mind, because we have our third. You owns! Lovely goal, and really big for the afternoon, and That's now an amazing 12 goals in 4 games. But there was still more of the game to go and still more to happen. 63 minutes in, a mistake from Cleverley, which is pretty uncharacteristic. He had a very, very good game in general, just so hard working. But yeah, little error that was unfortunate, and it comes to Armstrong. He has the shot after a bit of dribbling, and it's actually well saved by Bachmann, diverted away from danger, and, you know, we're let off the hook there. So we get the corner away, and we get it down our end, and then we're trying to win a corner of ourselves, and it's really funny. So Nyambe and Ken Sema are tussling with each other. Sema, we know, has got all the strength, and he basically just shields him off it, tries to muscle him out. There's a lot of shirt grappling from both of them, and he did so well to muscle off the defender and wins a corner somehow, with it bouncing off the corner flag. You'd love to see that from Sema. Exactly what we needed on 63 minutes. And then the corner in, and you got to be honest, that defence was static for that Blackburn goal. Just looking at it, not really reacting. A little wake-up call, wake-up alert. We didn't seem to be on it in that split second on 82 minutes. And the corner in from Downing, there is Ben Brereton to force it home and really just start making it nervy to make it 3-2. And ultimately in this game, there were a lot of good things about it. Our goals, our pressing, our crossing. Most of the time was good, our crossing. But generally, in terms of around the back and also when we were in the final third, some of the passing misplaced and quite dodgy. So at points we did get away with it, especially in the middle of the park where Blackburn could have scored from it. But we didn't get away with it in terms of we didn't find a way to not concede the second. And Blackburn start to basically put us under intense scrutiny, intense pressure. And we were just giving the ball away, you know. Unfortunate for Zinkernagel, he's trying to come on in a hectic atmosphere, and he does give it away a few times. And we just make the wrong decisions in the final third. But that's fair enough. When we were playing so well, you can excuse a little mistake here or there when it's, you know, nerves right at the end. But it was important if we didn't finish it with a fourth, and we did just corner flag it, then we definitely do have to see the defensive strength and the defensive solidarity to make out no more Blackburn goals. And at times a little bit clumsy. There was a slight error from Tom Cleverley where he gives away a foul and a free kick in a very good position. But, you know, a lot of Watford players do that, and we always struggle to defend set pieces, but fortunately they didn't get it right. They didn't get it on the money. And Bachmann, on 90 minutes, made a nervy save. It was put into the box, and it was at the back post, basically. And at the back post, there was Bachmann to cover his goal. And a Blackburn player steaming in. And it's kind of, he just has to squirm it away from the shot. And it's cleared from danger. So that was the last notable chance that Watford had to face, and we did pass the test. So we've done it again, lads. It's a massive win to put the pressure on the likes of Swansea and Brentford, and to be fair, results have been going our way. So, you know, that's so massive. We've got to focus on ourselves, but if we can get the luck of the draw and the matches on the other hand, then that's brilliant. Bournemouth losing, fantastic. And then Brentford winning, what can you do? Swansea winning, what can you do? But also Reading losing yesterday, and Norwich, they won, but ultimately we're in a good position. We're in third, we're joint with Brentford. Thanks to their win, their goal difference is now a little bit higher, but it's another win, and you've got to feel for Blackburn. It's another defeat by the odd goal. But 4 wins on the spin, our best run of the season, battling victory, love it. We are just getting stuck in and getting these wins. Digging in, deep team spirit is a beautiful thing to see. And man of the match has to be Tom Cleverley. He had the odd mistake, but so did a lot of players today because of the conditions and because of the nervousness of the game. But ultimately, Cleverley worked so hard today. Brilliant tackling, brilliant pressing, and lots of decent performances from the Watford team today. Not one standout brilliant performance, but some good collective play.